Hello again. This is Frida from Special Delivery Nursery, and I'm here with my little one, Autumn Rose. And I wanted to show you the bargain that I got on eBay. Her little bouncy chair, and it's got the little motorized vibrator here on the bottom here. Of course, obviously dolls don't use the vibrator; they wouldn't enjoy that. But so this is a place that, or a seat that I can use to display her in, and I got it for a real bargain. So I think I paid $6.50 for it on eBay. So I was real pleased to get that because I sure could get a new one for that. Uh, today I'm gonna have a topic that I want to talk about. Why do big girls collect little dolls? So we're going to kind of talk about the reasons why people would want a reborn doll or why they would want a silicone doll. But before I get started, I wanted to show you Autumn's little outfit today. I had it on Facebook earlier, but just to kind of show you what she's got on. This is a brand new Carter's outfit, and it's a little bit big on her. It's like a little romper here, and it's got the little lavender flower here on the front, and I thought that was so cute. And then it's got the little matching short sleeve sweater. So we're trying our best to kind of get the weather in the mood for springtime. We're certainly ready to get rid of this winter weather. So she's going to sit here and entertain you all. She's got a little matching head bow up here too. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I think maybe you can here. She got that all done, got her hair all nice, so she was ready for the day. This is what she's worn today, and of course she's got on her little white baby shoes. So that's kind of keeping in tune with her, hopefully her hope for spring. So, and of course, she had her little bunny. She's trying to think ahead to Easter, so we'll tuck that back in there and let her have her little bunny. And of course, you got those little. Her pacifier says baby here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says baby. Um, so we're going to start with really. There's many reasons why that people might want to collect these type of dolls. Of course, the reborns or the silicones. Maybe someone can't have a child, and because the reborns look so realistic, it kind of gives them something to cuddle and something, maybe a hope. Maybe they're waiting to adopt, or maybe they're not able to adopt, and they just need something, to be able to cuddle with. At times when they would like to think about having their own child. And or maybe someone has lost a child. That happens too. The doll can be a comfort to them. Maybe something to hang on while they're thinking about that little child that they lost. um, Maybe they have grown children and they're empty nesters. I know I talked to a lady today at the grocery store, and her daughter is getting ready to get married, and she said, I'm just not going to do very well with this empty nest. Well, some people do okay, and they go ahead and transition, but then sometimes some of them feel like they have a real empty spot in their heart. And some of these people start collecting these dolls, and that kind of brings them some comfort, or kind of brings that comfort to their heart. And then for some, it combats loneliness. Some people are just plain lonely. Maybe they live alone, or maybe they don't get to see their family very often. So since these dolls are so realistic, sometimes it does make them feel like they have someone, something, or someone that is there for them. And it's proven, you've probably heard this before, but it's proven that Alzheimer's patients, they react positively to holding a little lifelike doll. Sometimes they can relate to a happier time in their life. Sometimes that'll stir memories. And as some of you know, and some of you don't know, that we have two adult family homes or adult group homes. And most of the people we have are in some degree emotionally or mentally challenged. And I know one of our ladies just recently said she wanted a reborn doll. Could she have one? And I said, well, yes, we can get you a doll. And the situation is kind of a sad one for her. She's a fairly young lady. She has some emotional problems, and some I think more emotional than mental, but a little bit of on the borderline there. But she has two children, two daughters, and because of her condition and things that she does or has to be monitored with, she is no longer allowed to have any contact with them. Her ex-husband makes sure that she doesn't have any contact with them, and that really hurts her. So she takes some comfort in cuddling her doll. And she told me, she said, I sleep with my doll. And I know, and I made her a fake bottle, and I took it down to her, and I fixed her another. Her baby doesn't have an open mouth, so it has to have the modified pacifier. So I made her a modified pacifier, made her like I said, a fake formula bottle, and took that to her. And she sleeps with it at night. She changes its clothes, and she just, I can tell a difference in her. She has a new purpose because she would have crying spells and get really depressed, and seems like now she's got something to kind of focus her energy to. And and it's really funny because it depends on the person. Some people can look at these little babies and they can see a little baby, even though it's not real. They can see a little baby in this little form, and they are very realistic. They're not like the dolls that we used to have when I was a little child. I know my last doll was a Tiny Tears, and I thought that was great, and that was when I was 10 years old. So I'm kind of dating myself here. But there are some people, like I said, that really like them. Some people, it just plain creeps them out. They say, oh, that's creepy, or that reminds me of a dead baby. Well, if it reminds you of a dead baby, you sure don't want to collect reborn dolls. I mean, that's not what we do it for. But if you can kind of see some love and some companionship in that, to me, there's nothing wrong with collecting something, because look how many people, especially guys, that like gaming, and they collect things. They hunt and they fish, and they collect model cars and all that. It's no different. That takes them back to their childhood, and that's okay. If something makes them feel good, I mean, it's hard enough to live in this world anyway, but if it makes them feel good, I'd say, what's the harm in it? Sometimes we have then actually the purists, the collectors, and some of them, if you look on YouTube, you'll crack up. It's really funny if you watch some of those reborn and silicone doll videos. Some of them actually role play, and they talk to them, and they pretend like they dirty their pants, and they'll have what they call a poop explosion, and they try a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but they actually role play, and they talk for them sometimes, and they tell them how cute they are and all that, and that's okay too. If that's how they want to go ahead and deal with them, that's okay. And these type of people normally take their babies. They'll get a stroller, or they'll get a car seat or something, and they literally take those babies shopping. Now, and they talk to them, and they say, look at this, or would you like this, would you like that? And they really talk to those babies. I've never run across one, but I know that happens. And so they usually sometimes will take them on walks to the park, or take them places out there, just they say on a baby outing. I'll take this off, and hopefully, there we go, and that way you can see her face a little bit better. um, but then others collect them for the beauty, and this is more me, for the beauty of the doll. um, I like the way that a doll looks on display, and I get a real charge out of displaying the baby in a realistic position. I think that is just, it's fun. To change their clothes, change the way they look, change their accessories, put a little bunny with them, or whatever. And she's got her own little bed and all this. And I display her. Sometimes I'll display her in the bed. Sometimes I'll display her setting up on a large bed. Sometimes I'll like today, I just put her in this bouncy seat just to display her. But you can see how when I move this, or I touch this, you can see how our little hands move, and so that, like I said, sometimes people, that creeps them out. But to me, I think it's cute. It's realistic. Whatever the reason, I will tell you that the reborn and silicone doll market is growing rapidly. Prices, and you wouldn't believe this, or maybe you would. Prices range anywhere from 150 to around 1,000 for reborns, and they can range normally for a silicone, which she's a silicone, will range anywhere from $2,500 to over 15,000. And so it depends on whether somebody is a serious collector or not. I've been a collector since roughly 2011, so that's puts me at right about 6 years. And I've owned a few dolls and sold some and get some too. And I've got, like I said the other day, I've got some more coming, and we'll talk about those. And the ones I've got coming are not silicones; they are reborns. So we'll look at those and look at the differences. And but it's the people that um, take these dolls and do the painting, and I'm going to talk about all of that in a later video too. They're called reborners. So because they take these dolls and reborn them, so we'll explain that. I won't get into that on this video, but it's really kind of a lucrative business for those reborners. A lot of them, they sell their dolls on eBay. So if you've ever looked on eBay and done a search on reborn dolls or silicone dolls, you'll find a lot of them with a lot of various prices. And let me tell you, there are some ugly babies on eBay. So you have to really be careful, because if you get one, it really might give you a scare. If you could see one of those in the middle of the night, some of those faces, I don't know even if a mother could love them or not. They are really, really ugly. But they seem to also have high prices on the ugly ones as well as on the pretty ones. Now, myself, if I'm going to spend the money, I don't want one I'm scared of if I happen to walk up on in the middle of the night. But whatever the reason, like I said, that people collect dolls, it brings warmth to their home. I think when you have a baby like this or a doll, it will as you display them, it kind of brings that. So I've just kind of have a guest room that I don't use. I don't have that many guests with us with the business that we have. So that's where we are right now. And I kind of modified it, and I called it my nursery, which is just my guest room. But that's okay. There again, that's my thing I'm doing. But later, then, we're going to talk about the difference between a reborn and a silicone doll and the different processes that it takes to create them. So this will be kind of a short video, but we'll go ahead and we'll have some other subjects a little later on. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget at the end of this video to click on subscribe and then click on the little bell. And that way you're going to have a message whenever we put up a new video. So until next time, happy collecting and have a good day.